Tonight on Newscenter, it's a hockey night in Pittsburgh for California. Local analysts break down election results. Cal students get a clue in the Performance Center. And California looks to tame the Huskies in the first round. Newscenter starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to CUTV News Center for the week of November 18th, 2010. I'm Will Moore.
And I'm Justin Carlo. Shelby McAdams has the night off.
Last Thursday, Cal U took to the ice for an evening called a Cal U Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. CUTV's Clint Logan was on hand at the CONSOL Energy Center and has more on the story.
Growing up, kids only dream about playing in the big leagues. But last Thursday, the Cal U women's and men's hockey teams got a chance to see what it felt like as they took to the ice of CONSOL Energy Center in Pittsburgh. Playing on this ice in front of friends and family was a dream come true for these players. But it was also a night to remember for fans and alumni as President Angelo Armenti and the Pittsburgh Penguins opened the Cal U Conference Center for the alumni of Cal U. After a speech by Armenti, we got a chance to ask some of the alumni members what they thought about the new conference center.
I'm really impressed with this conference center here. When I went to Cal, it was a really small school, and it's just really great to see such a big presence in the CONSOL Energy Arena with the Penguins.
I think it's a fantastic partnership. I think it was a wonderful thing for California to do. It ties together so many things for us. It brings the city and the California together, and this is a wonderful venue. It's going to be a great place for our teams to play.
The conference center wasn't the only highlight of the night, as Tyler Kennedy and Derek England of the Pittsburgh Penguins took some time to sign autographs for fans old and young. We were lucky enough to ask them both what they thought about the opportunity the Cal U athletes got to partake in.
Oh, it's great. It's always nice when you see two rivalry teams playing against each other, and it should be an exciting game for sure.
Oh yeah, I think it'll be great. Not every day you get to play in an NHL rink, and especially one like this, it should be a lot of fun, and hopefully they get a win.
As fans began pouring in, we got a chance to ask President Armenti and Vice President for Marketing and University Relations, Craig Butzine, what they thought about the Cal U men's and women's hockey team's opportunity.
I think this is a very exciting opportunity for our women's hockey team and our men's ice hockey team. They get to play in a world-class arena. They get to be watched by family and friends and classmates. I've already met with both teams earlier this evening, and I can tell you they are very, very excited to be playing here.
Hopefully the players would take away a life experience. This is something when they came to Cal U that we really didn't promise, but because we're a partner with the Pittsburgh Penguins and it came up in our discussions, they'll have something that someday they'll be able to show a tape to their grandchildren and say, well, here's the time I got to play in this this building. And I think that's really exciting, and it's why we look for things at Cal U and these great partnerships.
During the game, fans also got the chance to see the games in club seats and partake in a puck throwing competition. To highlight the night, Cal U alumni and military veteran Patrick McIlvain was honored after being wounded in Afghanistan. After a great turnout by Cal U students, Cal alumni, and hockey fans, the two games at CONSOL Energy proved to be a great outing for all in attendance. For CUTV News Center at CONSOL Energy Center, I'm Clinton Logan.
On Tuesday, students and faculty attended the Election Analysis Forum about the November 2nd election. They discussed what influenced the results of this year's election and what they feel this new shift in power holds for the future. CUTV's Alexis Berger has more on the story.
On Tuesday, November 16th, Cal U hosted the 2010 Election Analysis Forum. This forum featured a panel discussion which elaborated on the results of the 2010 elections on November 2nd. With John Delano from KDKA TV as the moderator, and William Binning, Louis Jacobson, Kostas Panagopoulos, and Daniel Shea on the panel, they discussed the lack of young American voters and the reasoning behind the huge switch from voters electing Democrats to Republicans.
On
top of the data that John mentioned, you and I were talking, 19 state legislatures switched from Democratic control to Republican control. That's massive.
As there were many Cal students present at the forum, I asked a student what his opinion was on the significant decline of young adults at the polls.
I'm not surprised. You know, I feel a lot of the reason they came out for the election is because Barack Obama is such a vibrant speaker, such a youthful oriented kind of guy. So not surprised because he's not, his face really isn't out there in this election. So not big surprised by that, but I kind of hope more would show.
2010 Election Analysis Forum was a success for both Cal U students and staff members. For CUTV News Center, I'm Alexis Berger.
Monday morning, University President Angelo Armenti and Clearview Federal Credit Union CEO Mark Brennan hosted a ribbon-cutting ceremony for a new ATM located on the first floor of the Natali Student Union. The new machine features images from around the university as well as Cal U signage and logos. Among the attendees for the event were head football coach John Lockhart, several Cal cheerleaders, and Blaze the Vulcan. Clearview Federal Credit Union currently serves over 88,000 people in the southwestern Pennsylvania region. For more information or to sign up, you can visit their website at clearviewfcu.org.
Students had to dodge, dip, duck, dive, and dodge on Monday in the Dodge for a Dream Dodgeball Tournament in the Herron Recreation and Fitness Center. It was sponsored by a sports management class and benefited the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I spoke with one of the students in the class about this event. I spoke with one of the students in the class involved in planning and organizing this event.
It was for our sport marketing class. All the classes had to come up with an event and have it benefit something. Ours was Dodge for a Dream, benefiting the Make-A-Wish Foundation. It was for a little girl or boy that lives in Pittsburgh. We're not allowed to know who it particularly was until after we donate the money.
Dodgeball was not the only thing the sports marketing class came up with to raise money for this cause.
We also raffled off Steeler tickets, Penguins tickets, and a hockey puck to raise money for them.
All proceeds from this event will go towards the Make-A-Wish Foundation to help make a local boy or girl's dream come true.
Yeah, it's going to go specifically to the little girl or boy in Pittsburgh. We did it just for them.
The event raised over $500 between 9 teams and other proceeds. All monetary donations will go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now, for the last few days, it's been cold and wet outside. Will that trend continue? When Newscenter returns, student meteorologist Heather Dominic will have the weekend's outlook. Stay tuned.
I'm student meteorologist Heather Dominic, and here are your weather headlines. We're coming into a pleasant weekend with showers early next week, and we'll be seeing some warmer temperatures as well, so stay tuned.